it's Tahnee from the Valley Peninsula Suburbs here. I just got home from the outreach van and I'm just reflecting on a great night that just happened. When I say great, I mean through the connections that were made, and for me, I like to fall back onto my faith, and so for me, I can see how God is working in this mess. So I just want to basically talk you guys through the events of the night, and it's kind of a way of me debriefing everything that happened as well, because I'm still in awe of it all as well. So essentially today it started off with Rachel and myself heading out because we'd just been given a challenge by Pete, and that basically just said trust in God. And so we started off the day by praying and just going, where is God placing us today? Where are we feeling led to go? And so we had a thought, like brainstorm for a little bit. We did a bit of meditation to really calm the mind, relax, and just really feel like God speaking to us in that moment, because both of us are new to our faiths as well. So it was great just to be able to really tune into that and actually find out, how does God actually speak to us? So that was really, really cool. 2 seconds after we finished praying, the Telstra man rocked up, so that was a cool connection, although he wasn't really too eager to have a conversation. But I mean, it's planting the seed. Like, you never know how God is working. Like, the people that you meet now could somehow have some kind of part in your future. Like, you honestly don't know. So I think that's kind of cool. So then we took off for the day, went and visited a family which we've been supporting lots lately, who are like our family also. We love them so much. So our goal was to meet people of peace, and they were definitely those people of peace. That was amazing to see them and catch up. They gave us some great treats to hand out on the outreach van that night also, so that's amazing. And then from there, again, we just brainstormed and think, okay, where is God taking us? And Rachel felt led to go to the bungalow. And so, for those of you who don't know, that's a cafe in Geelong, Drysdale, sorry. So we went in there, asked, the people how they're going, tried to spark conversation and things, and just praying that the words that will come out. And I guess in the silence, you're also learning to trust God and, working together as part of a team, I guess. And as you take one step forward, then God will give you another sign, and then another step forward. So, that silence is sometimes good, but even though in that time it's quite challenging. So we went there and people weren't really talkative, which I kind of get. Like, it's a Friday. We came at like 3 o'clock or something, so it's pretty late. And then from there we just kind of drove around, which was nice. Didn't really get any cool connections, but the more that we do it, the more we'll learn to rely on God and trust in our faith. So that was nice. And then by the time we get back, then it's basically time to set out and do some outreach. This part is quite sad, actually. So we went and visited a family who had just lost their child, and their grief was just like, we could feel their pain, and just to sit with them in that pain and suffering was quite special, just to be there for them. We brought some flowers with us and dinner for them, and like a box filled with food that they could have for the week and things, just basic essentials that when they're grieving they may not be thinking of those things. We just really wanted to reach out our support to them, because this would be a very difficult time for them and their children, and just really reach out and offer our services if they need to. Like, it's still quite early on if they choose to go down the counselling path and begin to speak about this trauma that they tragically have now. Yeah, so it was nice just to sit with them and pray with them and just really, offer our support. So we went away from there quite emotionally feeling their pain, and because we're very empathetic people, we sit with people in that pain and really feel that. And so coming away from there, I could just feel that pain and that tragedy that they've been struck with and how it is affecting them. And then we went for a drive through to where the tribute was, the little little ceremony, I suppose, that people have been putting flowers and notes and little tribute things for this child, and that was really special to see the community reaching out their support as well. But yeah, and then it was just also great because then we started the outreach van, and one of the ladies that we visit on there actually lost her child, and she has taken a lot to grieve and heal from that, as it would, but she is now at a point to where she actually wants to give away some of the toys that meant a lot to her daughter and a lot to her also, but particularly these dolphins, which were of significance to her and her little girl, but she also wants to donate them to a family or a young child that would really benefit from them. And so after hearing where we've come from, and briefly, we don't break the confidentiality of the people that we see, but we just basically told her how we've come from this family that is going through this grief and feeling this pain, and how the dolphins would signify and represent the ocean, which is quite a scary place now for this family and these children particularly, who lost their sister and their daughter. So a dolphin would signify just a beautiful creature that lives in the ocean, and a beautiful creature that can represent the one that they lost. And so I just thought this was beautiful, because we'd literally just come from being with that family, and then to see how God is working, because we went and visited this other lady who told us how she was giving away these dolphins, and really she could not stress enough how she wanted it to go to a family that needs them and will love them as much as her daughter did. So as soon as I heard that, I was shook. I was like, wow, it really cements my faith in God, and just go, whoa, what is happening here? Something beyond me is happening and is in control here. So yeah, it really left me shook, actually, and I'm still reflecting on that. But this family is going to be probably just as blown away as I am when they receive these. And yeah, those little dolphins that were loved by this lady and her daughter that she lost will then be loved by a whole new family who lost their loved one as well. So I just think it's a really beautiful story, and I had to share that with you guys. yeah, and then from there the night continued on, and we made so many beautiful connections with people that we have met before and others that we haven't met before. So yeah, it was just such a great night, and I thank everybody for coming. And yeah, I thank God for all the people that have come into my life as of late, and the different things that I learn from each of them, and the stories that come out from each of them as I get to just sit there and be with them. So yeah, I thank you guys for listening to this story, and yeah, I hope you're all well, and take care.